Good morning, everybody. First of all, welcome to game day week. This is exactly what we have trained for the last couple years since we were selected as the host for this game. As all of you know, because you've covered these events, there is nobody in the country that does these big events better than Tampa, Florida. Whether it's the 4 Super Bowls that we have hosted, whether it's the Republican National Convention, whether it's numerous Final Fours, whether it's the Bollywood Awards. This is a community that prepares for this. We train for it, and when it's our game day, we go execute. This is an exciting opportunity for us, and most of the credit goes to the people that are here behind me. But this is an opportunity for Tampa to showcase itself once again to the world. And we will be performing with the world watching, just like those 2 teams, Alabama and Clemson, will be performing on the field. Our community will be performing behind the scenes. This is the first opportunity that we have had as a city for one of these events to showcase the Riverwalk and the activation of the Riverwalk and all the energy that is now contained in our downtown area as a result of the completion of that Riverwalk. That is 6 mayors and 40 years in the making. This is a different city than it was the last time we hosted a major event. This is a city that has come alive in ways that we never even imagined, a city that is growing by leaps and bounds, a city that is top of mind for not only every corporate relocation in America, but also top of mind as a place where young people want to come and be a part of. The people that you see behind me, that I will introduce shortly, are the ones that will actually execute on what we are responsible for, which is the public safety component of this. You'll hear from Santiago Carrata from Visit Tampa Bay. You'll hear from our friend and of many years now, and the person that's responsible for pulling this off, Bill Hancock. You will hear from Rob Higgins, an amazing young talent at the Tampa Sports Commission that has coordinated all of this activity. This is an amazing team, and we practice during the week the way we play during the game, to use a sports analogy. And we cannot wait for that game to occur because we love telling Tampa's story, and we love telling it at whether it's on Twitter or Facebook or to the TV stations. We love to tell that story. So it's an exciting day for us. It's an exciting day for college football. It's an exciting day for the Alabama and Clemson fans, as well as the teams that will take the field. This is an opportunity for those young men to experience something that they will never get to experience again, and we couldn't be prouder to be the home site of this game. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce Tampa Police Chief Eric Ward to talk a little bit about some of the security precautions, and then we will continue to move through the list.
Good morning. The City of Tampa and the Tampa Police Department has a great track record in hosting some of the nation's largest special events. We can't do this or make this event possible without some of our law enforcement partners that are here with us today. Let me introduce some of them. From the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department, Tampa Fire Department, members from the ATF, FDOE, FBI, FWC, and the U.S. Coast Guard that's going to assist us in helping keep our waterways safe. Now, our general public has also had a role in keeping this event safe. We're going to ask the public that, one, if you see something, say something. Find a law enforcement officer that's near you and advise them of the situation, and we'll do something about it. We want everyone to come out and have a great time this week, visit as many venues as possible. At the same time, we need you guys to exercise a little patience. Leave early. Traffic's going to be congested. So exercise a little patience as you travel from venue to venue. Now I'd like to introduce Santiago Carrata from Visit Tampa Bay. One other thing before I leave. One thing that helped with that patience is having you guys log on to this site below. Text CFB playoff to 888-777, and I give you the most recent up-to-date information on the events that are happening throughout the city of Tampa. Thank you. Santiago.
Well, good morning. It is such a pleasure to finally arrive at the week of game day, the most important game in college football. And as the mayor has said, it's not only about the fan experience, because it's all about the game, but it's also about the visitor experience. Some of you know that I spent almost a decade with the city and was very, very involved in large-scale events, and it works here because of the team that's in place here. I can't tell you how many unsolicited letters, and I'm sure the mayor still gets those, and emails about the visitor fan experience, from the interaction with the law enforcement person or the emergency person, to the folks at the hotels, to the folks at the venues, to our sports team. Just an amazing collaborative team effort to make sure that not only the great fans from Clemson and Alabama and all of those that enjoy the festivities around the championship game, but also our visitors that are here to enjoy this incredible destination that we get to enjoy each and every day as our home. So again, the mayor says it well every single time. This team trains well, but most importantly, executes well. We even schedule the rain, folks. As you can tell, we get it out of the way. We schedule it during the midnight hour and make sure that we have beautiful days like this. I can't promise that we'll have beautiful weather like this, but we are certainly doing what we can as far as the rain dance to make sure we have just an amazing environment for the game, and that all of us perform well together, all of our partners, and it is just this great privilege. Our next speaker, I want to thank him and his entire team for giving us this opportunity to really, really highlight our home, share our home in this amazing destination. And so it's an honor to turn over the microphone to Mr. Hancock.
Thank you, Santiago. You know, Alabama and Clemson are bringing fine teams here, but there is a third team, and it is the Tampa team, led by the Mayor Buckhorn. Just a delightful person. We've gotten to know him over the last few years. Santiago, thank you so much. Rob, I'll talk about you in a second. Tampa Sports Authority, Tampa Sports Commission, everybody at the stadium, the police department of Tampa, Tampa Special Events. It is a team, and they have such great experience in putting on events like ours. We couldn't be prouder of the job they have done, and we could not be prouder that in what's going to happen in the next 3 days when all these fans from around the country who are so excited to see their teams participate in the game will come to know Team Tampa the way that we have. Y'all are great. We can't wait for a wonderful weekend. I also want to thank Hillsborough County for the job they've done in helping us put all this together. It is a team with a terrific leader. There is no I in team, and there's no I in Team Tampa either. We're just really looking forward to a great weekend. Rob, I think it's my duty now to hand off to you. Rob Higgins, I call him Yoda, the wisdom of all this, and has just done a terrific job. Rob Higgins, I think that he must be quintuplets, because everywhere I turn around, Rob Higgins or his clone is there. I don't know how you do it, Rob, but thanks for everything.
What an honor. You know, the first ever college football playoff national championship in the Southeast. We were awarded the event on December 16th of 2013. And we stood in front of many of you on that day and promised two things. First and foremost, we promised game day every day, which was we were going to treat every single day from December 16th all the way through today like game day. With that same urgency, that same passion, that same enthusiasm to deliver on the promises and meet and exceed Bill's, the teams, the student athletes, everybody's expectations. And we're trying to do that as best as we possibly can, and with the support of all these partners, it's happening. And now our community is going to be on the absolute biggest of stages. You know, the second thing that we promised, I want to dive into a little bit of the details of it now, is we promised a great, seamless runway-to-runway experience. Some people call it the touchdown-to-touchdown experience. The moment that fans land at Tampa International Airport to the moment they go back on the plane, we've got to do everything we can to ensure that they have a wonderful experience and have memories that are going to last a lifetime. The other great thing about this event, thanks to Bill and his entire team, the College Football Playoff, is even if you don't have a game ticket, there's a ton of different ways to experience it and to have those memories and to be a part of all of this action. You can log on to our website, which you'll see here today. I'm going to click you through just a few of the tabs, TampaBay2017.com. Bill and their team have created a true celebration of college football that we've worked hand in hand with to carry out. You'll see great events like AT&T Playoff Playlist Live at Curtis Hickson Park. If you haven't had a chance to go see that setup yet, it's incredible. One of the coolest concert venues you will ever see. You've got Playoff Fan Central at the Tampa Convention Center, basically a college football playoff amusement park there for 3 straight days. The Extra Yard 5K. You've got College Football Playoff Media Day. You've got the Taste of the Championship. Whether you're a runner, whether you like food, whether you like football, no matter what, you're going to enjoy this event and find a lot of ways to do it. But we've got to make sure that you create your own individual game plan. Just as these 2 great teams are preparing, just as Mayor Buckhorn talked about our preparations, we want the individual fans, whether you're a local or a visitor, to create your own game plan. You need to know before you go. So one of the things that we've done here with the help of Jessica on this Getting Around tab right here on Tampa Bay 2017, there's a couple of different things we want to point out. First off is that know before you go. This is the list of prohibited items that with each of these events, we want to make sure everybody has a safe and seamless experience. Chief Ward already talked about texting CFB Playoff, texting 888-777 CFB Playoff to that to make sure you get those alerts, and then some helpful reminders there. Next thing we want to do on the Getting Around tab is to make sure that you plan your route. Naturally with all these events, our entire team here, hats off to TPD, city planning special events and whatnot, have created some great resources here as well to make sure you know where to park, you know which routes to take in order to get into these events. Again, we want to make sure people allow for plenty of time to get there in plenty of time, but you need to use this as a resource. It's a great opportunity to be able to map out your individual game plan. Again, we're here to make sure you have a great experience. We couldn't be more excited for this unique and historic opportunity for our community, and we stand ready to help each and every person have just a wonderful, unforgettable, lasting experience. Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a few questions in a second, but I want to rehash what you heard Chief Ward say. The men and women behind us, just as we demonstrated during the Republican National Convention, when we brought law enforcement agencies from all over the state to assist us, we cannot do this event, an event of this magnitude and this complexity, without the support of our law enforcement partners that you see behind us, whether it's the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, which is always standing there shoulder to shoulder with us, FDLE, the Coast Guard, Fish and Game. This is a big event, and security is of the utmost priority for us. And our ability to work with these partners based on that relationship that we established during the Republican National Convention, when we hosted the most successful convention that had ever been held, and I would submit to you that probably ever will be held, it was because of the relationship that we have with the partners behind me. So we are thankful to them for pitching in with us, and we know whether you're wearing the blue uniform of the Coasties, the green uniform of HCSO, certainly TPD and the suits of FDLE and the Fish and Game folks, we are appreciative to all of you for joining with us to help us